Will you get kidney stones from eating red meat? Does red meat cause kidney stones? And the answer is no, red meat does not cause you to get kidney stones, but you may get kidney stones even if you are eating red meat. And I'll explain myself. 98% of all kidney stones are categorized into 3 groups. The first kind of kidney stone that you get is a calcium oxalate kidney stone. Calcium oxalate kidney stones form 80 to 85% of all kidney stones are calcium oxalate kidney stones. You get calcium oxalate kidney stones from eating a diet that is high in inflammation and high in carbohydrates, high in fructose, high in seed oils. So kidney stones form with crystals, and the bigger these crystals are, the more difficulty you have to pass them. Foods that are high in oxalates also play a role in the formation of calcium oxalate kidney stones. Foods like spinach, broccoli, and many other plant species are high in oxalates. It's also known that food or supplements that are high in calcium may cause calcium oxalate stones to form, but there's only one study that actually proves that. So if you are on a calcium supplement, such as for parathyroid, you may need to continue that calcium supplement on prescription from your doctor. But if you can avoid taking calcium supplements, it's actually a very good idea to not take them. The calcium that you get in from food does not affect this calcium oxalate kidney stones from forming. It's a high inflammation diet, high carbohydrate diet, high seed oil diet, and high oxalate foods that plays a role. The same type of problems that people that are obese have. There's a link between obesity and kidney stones. I'm not saying that if you are obese you will get kidney stones, but there is definitely a relationship between being overweight and kidney stones. The same problems that you get when you are obese is the same problems that contribute towards your kidney stones. The next type of kidney stone that you get is uric acid kidney stone. They are 7 to 10% of all kidney stones are uric acid kidney stones. Of course, red meat has protein, and protein goes back to uric acid, but it's the uric acid retention that is the problem. It is not the red meat. So we have to look at why do you get uric acid retention in excess. I eat a lot of red meat, and so does many carnivore diet followers. But why don't they get kidney stones? It's because we have sufficient uric acid secretion. So if you are insulin resistant upregulates your uric acid retention, and there is a chance for you to have uric acid kidney stones to form. together with a high inflammation diet, together with eating seed oils and highly processed food, it will absolutely play a risk factor for forming kidney stones. So what can you do? Become less insulin resistant. And we do this with the carnivore diet. So insulin resistance is easily explained. You eat too many carbohydrates, you have too much glucose in the blood, the pancreas secretes insulin to take the glucose out of the blood, and then you repeat that cycle. The insulin puts the glucose into triglycerides around the liver, so you get a fatty liver. But because you repeat the cycle of eating too many carbohydrates, and because the insulin secretes the whole time to get the glucose out of the blood, you start to get insulin resistant. You start to get chronic hyperinsulinemic. There's a lot of insulin, but it's not effective. This insulin retention upregulates the mechanisms that control uric acid retention in the kidneys. So you have too much uric acid, there's your gout as well. So we are reversing gout with the carnivore diet by reversing insulin resistance. The last type of kidney stone that you get is struvite stones, and it's most common in women with uric tract or bladder infections, and this is again crystals that form, but the struvite stones are not very common at all. So what can you do to improve your health? Become less insulin resistant by eating a diet that is a low carbohydrate diet, like the carnivore diet, by eating less products that is oxalate rich, by not taking supplements of calcium if you can avoid it, then also by increasing your magnesium uptake in a natural way. Fish, for instance, is very rich in calcium, and so is chicken. Also, you can increase your potassium uptake. Your potassium uptake is very important, and a very good source of potassium is red meat. So there's a lot of magnesium in eggs as well. Eggs is also a very good source of magnesium. So like I said, obesity is associated with kidney stones. The same problems that make you obese will contribute towards kidney stones. So if you can reverse insulin resistance, get your metabolic syndrome sorted out. It's video number 62 on my blog. These videos about the kidneys is video number 69 on my blog, 70 and 71. Also see video number 60 about insulin resistance. Alright, so also please check out video number 15, 63, 78 and 105 on my blog concerning uric acid and red meat, proving that red meat does not cause gout, but it also has an effect. Those videos is of importance on kidney stones, especially video 105, where one of the carnivore coaches explains into detail what the effect of alcohol is also on gout and uric acid levels. So check out those particular videos. Again, the link to that on TikTok is on the blog, and then the link to all those videos, if you see this on YouTube, is on in the description. Follow me on YouTube if you see this on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok if you see this on YouTube. My blog link is scribuscreel.blogspot.com. The videos about the kidneys is video 69, 70 and 71. The videos about insulin resistance is video number 62, and also check out video number 62 about metabolic syndrome. Video about insulin resistance is video number 60. So I learned from video 105 also that in the beginning of your carnivore journey, if you are a gout sufferer, you can expect the uric acid to actually increase for the first 6 to 8 weeks, and this is leveling off at 6 to 8 weeks, because your uric acid is competing for excretion with the ketones that your body needs to excrete. So until you are fat adapted, you may experience higher levels of uric acid. So, as I said earlier in the video, that because your insulin resistance will go away with the carnivore diet, your uric acid retention will go down. Thus, it will start to eliminate your gout symptoms. But just be mindful that the first few weeks of you being on the carnivore diet, you may experience increased uric acid levels, because, as I said, your uric acid secretion competes with the ketone excretion until you are fat adapted after 6 to 8 weeks on the carnivore diet, and then it tends to level off. I learned this from video 105 on my blog about gout and about uric acid and about kidney stones. So increased uric acid levels is of course a factor in uric acid kidney stones. So this is important to remember. And another thing I learned from video 105 is that alcohol absolutely gives higher uric acid levels, and it's absolutely a factor in gout and in kidney stones. And also, alcohol will dehydrate you, which is also a factor for the formation of kidney stones.